So yeah, I kind of look like I'm in a haunted house, but I'm not. I'm in my home. So I comment on Cards with Yugers YouTube channel, and I said brush up on your speech and your personality so that more people want to watch you. And basically what he said, and I also gave some tips on other stuff too, but it doesn't really matter. But basically what he said was, fine, if you want to criticize my videos, fine. But I don't, you haven't even made a YouTube video. Actually, I did. I gave the link in the description. And why is it not Bear Magic? Because I didn't have an account at that point, and my brother actually helped me make an account. But actually, what happened was I wanted a YouTube channel, so I used my brother's account on YouTube, and yeah, he was fine with that. And so I made a YouTube video. The actual channel is just called Dickens Smith, Dickens Smith. And it's I'm not that good, but hey, it was my first YouTube video ever, and I'm not that good. But today, hopefully, we're back, and I have a lot more flourishes and tips and tricks. I didn't even know Pandora by then, and now I'm going to attempt to do it. I'll probably mess up because I have perfected it. But I told you, Cards with Viewers, if you're watching. Hopefully you're watching through the video from all this time. But finally, I'm going to do a tutorial. I don't really know what I'm going to do even, because I'm not prepared. Yeah, I'm not prepared. Whenever I get embarrassed, I speak with a British accent. You know that. But pretty much that's it. Video's over. Goodbye. Alright, so we're going to do a tutorial for the fan, because that was his latest video that I commented on. So that is the fan. It's quite a nice little flourish. And most magicians and artists probably know this, because you should. And you should also know the pressure fan. A little history on the move. I have watched probably 10 flourish tutorials on the thumb fan. The index fan is the first tutorial I watched. It's by Jarek120. I'm sorry the video quality is so horrible on this, because I'm filming on a Kindle Fire HD. My brother's actually, in fact. You're probably thinking he uses a lot of his brother's, but I don't have all the money to get a camera. And my camera that I use for the Dickens Smith videos, actually two, I actually used my HDX, and then that broke. I'm not going to say why yet until I get 100 subscribers. That's pretty much it. Anyway, so the fan, I'm going to do an over-the-shoulder view, because that's what I recommended to him. But I don't have a camera or a tripod right now, because my other brother was loaning it to me. Can I get in the light or something? I'm trying to focus the camera, but I guess that's not going to work. You're just going to have to work with dim lighting. Alright, so that's the fan in my left hand, and this is the fan in my right hand. So make sure the first thing is when you do a fan, don't have a lot up here. I'm really taking Cards with Yugers off right now, because really, that's exactly what he did. Except he didn't do that even. He just like, I don't know, I can't. Maybe he did this. I forget how he did his fan. I actually didn't watch the whole tutorial. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry, Cards with Yugers. I have actually watched your videos. I watched one of your cardistry videos, and I just didn't think it was that smooth. So let's get into the tutorial. I recommend not just watching this tutorial for the fan, but there are a ton of other tutorials out there, and you should go watch them, because it really helps develop a fan, and also the grips and everything. I recommend the Dan and Dave tutorial, and he uses the V6 smoke and mirrors original, not V2 smoke and mirrors, not like V2 of the V6s. That's very confusing if you don't know cards, but that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go ahead into it. Rambling on, I use the grip like so. It doesn't matter precisely what you do. I have it not too tightly, but I'm pretty much touching the skin right here. So if you can make this and just put a fan there. Now I get why it calls with yugers doesn't do it the shoulder because it's quite difficult to camera, but I use it. So to make the fan, you need the grip. So I'll use one card, just like this. This is the grip I use. And what you're going to do is you're going to approach the deck anywhere along the line. Okay, this is going to be about half of the card, a little bit less for me because I have smaller hands, and it's going to kind of be horizontal. It's not going to be totally flat because that would be like this more so, and you know that wouldn't be really cool. But you know, if you really want to be that OCD, you can put it flat like that, but I don't really care. You put your thumb right around the, let me adjust it, my chair. You're going to put it right around here, okay? And that's what the grip is. So your index finger and middle finger are going to be gripping the bottom half of this card. Okay, no more, no less. And the card is precisely right here. Okay, perfect time for lighting. Come on, and yes, I do have a finger. You can hardly see it, but it's there. But you're gonna put it right there. Perfect. Alright, so right around here. Now, you're going to apply pressure on the cards. As much pressure as you think needs be. The smoother deck you have, the less pressure you have to put on the cards themselves. So yeah. I hold the deck like this. This is sort of a sideways biddle grip. Also, Dan Dave have a tutorial for this grip also, and they say you can also do it sideways. And this is for the magic move. You probably know this if you're a beginner. I never really did this move, but you're pulling this card down, and then you take the second card for a switch. Sliding, oh no, I think it was Umzi used this. So that for one of his tricks that I was watching recently. But you're going to hold like that, except up at the top, okay? And these fingers are going to be at the side. Now hold it like this, okay? Your thumb is just going to be a little bit bent up, so you can see the knuckle right there. Okay, like so. I like to not just have it flat, but a little bit back, so not totally vertical, but a little bit horizontal. Okay, and that I mean towards me. So this is my left hand, and I'm just gonna station it here. Another tip is you air out your deck first. If you know the dribble, if you can't even really do the dribble, just do a dribble, because this is going to help air out your cards. And do it right before, then just square up. This will make the fan go a lot easier. I usually just go like this. I have it right here. By the time I go from this position to my fan position, it's how do I explain this? The right downside right here. Okay, this is my right hand. The right downside right here should be right in the middle of these two fingers. Right here, your ring finger and your middle finger. So, right there. I have very few time right now. So apply a lot of pressure with your thumb. You air out your deck first. Remember? Apply pressure with your thumb right around the top. Not up here, just right here. Kind of like you're going to do a flower fan, okay? And then you just now, you're going to release all the pressure. So you're going to apply a lot of pressure, and you're going to release it all all of it. Take just enough so you can barely hold the deck, okay? But a good amount, so you could go like this or, do whatever. And that's going to create a nice little phone. Now, I have the Vintage Plaid Arizona Red cards. You can get these at autoplay.com. Or if they're sold out already, you could probably get the blue edition on eBay. You can always get cards on eBay, but they might be ridiculous prices. So remember, hold it like that right there. It's not in the middle of the card, it's just right above the middle. So like so. Really close up, but I don't really care. Okay? So like that. And then you're going to find the cards. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit closer. And like so. That is going to make a beautiful fan. And you're going to arc the cards in a circular motion. So like this, okay? By the time you've done your fan, you should have been in, your thumb should be from a nice, very tense position into a flat, bent position that's up, like this, and up, okay? And and you're going to curve the card. Your hand is going to move in a circular position. Your thumb is not going to go like this, okay? I think that's kind of what cards and yugers does, and that's not what you need. You have to do more like this, right? And that's going to give you a more even fan. If you just put your hand around that, that's pretty good. My hands are getting really sweaty because I don't know, my left hand hasn't been moving in the air very long. Alright, so pretty much that's it. Make sure you don't have any leftovers here or here, because otherwise it's going to look very not nice, and you're not going to have an even fan. And that's pretty much it. These cards handle very nicely, and I have to give a fanning ability to getting good cards. That's one of the parts of the things. But even if you do, if you can't fan well and you don't know the basics, I know. Alright, guys. So that's pretty much the end of the tutorial. Make sure by the time you're at the end of the fan, your thumb just come all the way over here. You can have like a couple cards over here. It doesn't really matter. Nobody's gonna notice, as long as you don't have a big chunk like that. I mean, nobody wants to see that there. And you can complete the fan. Another thing is, you're just gonna have to work with your fan. You don't have to do the exact grips. Make it your own, and make sure you have that really uniqueness about your fan. And not all fans are the same. People fan cards differently, and you have to develop that fan. When I first started out, my fan was terrible, and I couldn't even get past here. Okay, and the reason why is because this is your pivot point. Your thumb's your pivot point. That's what's keeping the cards in circular motion, getting that nice, very perfect circle. Another thing is, if you're doing a very even fan, you'll get this really neat little kind of niche all the way. If I adjust the camera a little bit, it's even worse. Wow, it's better light. Okay, so you get a kind of niche. You can see that between the cards, and that's gonna make you're doing a great fan. So that's pretty much the end of the tutorial. Alright, guys, so kind of false editing there, but who cares? A little thing. I know I'm not as good tutorial person, and because I have a horrible camera right now, it's not very in depth. And I couldn't make this too long. I have like 1 minute right now before I can't upload this to YouTube. Or you have to get a special license to do over 15 minutes. But rambling on here, that is it. That's the fan. Make sure you actually watch a lot more tutorials on this. You're just beginning. Make sure you watch a ton of tutorials. As many fan tutorials as you can find. Like to the lowest degree a person who can fan to the very highest. And that's going to help you develop your fan and learn a lot of cool tips. And everybody has their tips they can give you, okay? Another thing is, you don't have to go like this, okay? Usually if I fan like that, I just keep my hand in this way. It's just kind of this cupped way. You can kind of see that. And it's really nice. So, quite a little pointer. If you don't want to do that, you can hold it like this. This is just these two fingers curled in, and the middle finger and the thumb are holding the deck, and your index finger is just resting on that side. And you can just go on it like that. And that just makes it easier for me. And that's it. That's the end of the video, for real. Carpet Yugers, I hope you hate this video because it's horrible. And don't really. I hope you like it, because otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't have made a video if it wasn't for you. Alright, bye guys. Enough of my rambling. More videos will be here soon, and they'll be in better HD quality. But for now, it's just, you know, just this horrible, terrible camera. Bye.